We're the first of countries today, sorry slowly, as there's been a few things going on in private life, which I intend to keep in my private life, so yeah. And here we go with the first country today, and sorry it's a little short, but it's a bit like the second country today is like, the script for is like 13 pages long, and yeah. Trying to save myself for that, and as usual, first of all we're on in Central Asia. Just put it in. There you go, got it. First in the Central Asian country we're on today is Uzbekistan. So yeah. Yeah, as Uzbekistan is kind of like a land with unprecedented and rich history. That's what we'll be explaining very briefly. It's located in the heart of Asia. As Uzbekistan was and kind of is still at the crossroads of civilizations, cultures, and caravan routes, and for thousands of years it has always attracted the hearts and minds of like those who are considered adventurous, like world conquerors and men of letters and all. And for today's travellers for the 5 stanza adventure, like a 5 stanza adventure that helps you, can kind of help you to see the stands and all. It's historically the territory of what is now modern Uzbekistan was occupied kingdoms of Sogdiana, Bacteria, Khorasan, Kash, Ustrashana, and others, and leaving the first three leaving the biggest imprint on what is considered Uzbek culture. And these kingdoms were founded by migrating Indo-European tribes in the 2nd millennium BC. As the recorded history of Central Asia begins with like the 1st millennium BC, where the Persian king Darius conquered Sogdiana, Bacteria, and Khazam in 523 BC, as his victories were recorded on the Beshtun inscriptions in Iran. Central Asia remained part of the Achaemenid Empire for nearly 2 centuries, and the period was marked by culture and economic development, as one of the strengths of the empire was that it established a government that was tolerant of all religions and ethnicities. And in 329, when the last king of the Achaemenid Empire was defeated by the young and ambitious Alexander the Great. Alexander was a Macedonian. He was heavily influenced by Greek culture, and he exported it to what is now Central Asia. And for the next 200 years, Central Asia was a part of the Hellenistic world, incorporating it with the Sogdian and Indian cultures, which proved to be an eclectic mix. And there was a time that the Great Silk Road was beginning to assert itself as the main trade route between China and in the east, India to south, and Europe in the west. As Sogdians, the best traders of, who were supposedly the best traders of all time to some, were in a middleman between Europe and Asia, and they established trading posts from the Xi'an to Constantinople. And the latest archaeological excavations have revealed the very intensive trade and communication that took place between the Sogdian colonies. However, the area was interrupted by the disastrous impact of Arabia. As in 644, the Arab conquerors from Caliphate turned their eyes towards the fertile lands of what is now Marara the land beyond the river, as the Arabs invaded Central Asia, and the conquest was completed by Qutayba Abu Muslim. He was left behind the ruins of flourishing cities such as Poikend and Bukhara. Furthermore, he eradicated the old Zoroastrian priesthood and local culture, as Mawaro Una is a part of the Arab Caliphate, and was now thrown into a melting pot with another great empire where the cultures, the technologies and philosophies and all mixed, developed to an unprecedented scale, and the largest there's the 1800 period known as the Golden Age or Renaissance of the Islamic world, and some of the greatest scholars of the Islamic world like Abu Rayhan Biruni, Ibn Sina, Avicenna, al-Fagani, or al-Raganus, and al-Khazemi, or al-Gharimi, as the citizens of Mawar were all from what is now Uzbekistan. And in the 13th century, Genghis Khan and Mongol hordes came from the east, destroying almost everything in their path. And in Central Asia, the final victory was achieved after the defeat of the Khazema Shahs, and consequently became part of the Mongol Empire, to the so-called Urs of Chagatai. As Mongol rule lasted until 1370, when a young man, was a leader of a fatherless tribe, came to power, and his name was Timur, or Tamerlane. And it's why you can have heard in places that he kind of idolized Genghis Khan. And his rule lasted. And Timur would make a big impact on history, and his rule lasted until 1405, and when he died at the age of 69 years old, when he was on another campaign in the east. And if you're still going at 69, there's something big motivating you at 69, as you're not as young as you used to be. And at the time of his death, his empire stretched from Egypt to India, and from Siberia to the Persian Gulf. And from all the conquered lands, we brought the best artisans to Samarkand to build a capital, and then the results of the many architectural wonders can be seen through any Uzbekistan tour. But the the glory of the empire that Timur had built was lost through ineffectual leadership and all in the years following his death. Eventually the nomadic Shaybanids from the northern steppes established their empire, and in the next 400 years they were marked by an economic decline as the Silk Road lost its prominence due to improved maritime navigational tools, and in 1865 the Russian Empire conquered Tashkent, and by 1873 the ancient lands of Zogodina, Kazan and Bactria were under Russian rule. The territory became known as Turkestan, and from 1924 to 1991 Uzbekistan was one of the 15 republics of the USSR and was named Uzbekistan which replaced Turkestan as part of the Soviet policy to delineate the separate nations that lived in the region. And on August the 31st, 1991, the Supreme Council of Uzbekistan declared independence from the Soviet Union and became an equal member of the world community and member of the United Nations. And yeah. And then you can probably see it going darker as there's some really dark clouds outside. And history is done now. Moving on to language. As the Uzbek language was a member of the Turkic language subfamily of the Altaic family spoken in Uzbekistan and eastern Turkmenistan and north and western Tajikistan, southern Kazakhstan, northern Afghanistan and northwestern China, as Uzbek belongs to the southeastern or Chagatai branch of the Turkic language. As Uzbekistan, there are roughly two main dialect groups that can be distinguished. One includes the southern or Iranized dialects like Tashkent, Bukhara and Samarkand, and the semi-Iranized dialects like Vagan and Kokand, which, owing to the influence of the Tajik language, have modified a typical Turkic feature of vowel harmony. And on the other group comprised of northern Uzbek dialects from southern Kazakhstan and several dialects in the region of Khiva. These dialects show much less Iranian influence, as Kipchak Uzbek is practically a dialect of the Kazakh language, and in the creation of a new literary language after the Russian Revolution of 1917, as a dominant role was first played by the northern dialects, and later by the southern dialects, as the latter served as a basis of the current literary language. As Uzbek has been written in Arabic, Latin, Cyrillic script, and in 1993 the government of Uzbekistan officially reinstated a modified Latin alphabet for the Uzbek language. And yeah. So I'm going to go through a legend of how Uzbekistan kind of came to be as Uzbekistan, as the ancient legend of the Lord Allotted Lands. My tablet is up to something. Allotted lands are the created world to all nations, and being the Uzbek made the way for everyone in the crown, past Markamat, and finally it was his turn. The Lord said, "My son, you came too late. I have already finished the allotment of lands. Where were you before?" Uzbek bowed to Heavenly Father and, laying his hand on his chest, said, "O our Creator, you taught me to be always merciful and to love neighbours. And I, the servant of God, gave away to everyone who wished to go forward, and therefore I am the last who appeared before your eyes." And the face of God brightened up, and a pure smile lit up in his face. He said, "My son Uzbek, you turned out to a truly generous person with a pure soul, and now I'm going to give you land that I left for myself, and which is like a paradise." And so the Creator of heaven and earth gave Uzbek the land which was between two large rivers flowing mountains, and they named this land is said to be Uzbekistan. Yeah. And that is Uzbekistan for you today. Short one, but I'll be on Nepal in a little while, and there's like 13 pages of scripts. And yeah, I'll say bye for now, and yeah, I'll see you all very soon for Nepal and the news. Bye for now.